Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day fiancé.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality, yeah. Let's love.
Well, if you keep this up, Andrei, you'll be freeballing all the way to the Grand Canyon. My mind went somewhere.
The eighth wonder of the world.
I just see me staring at his crotch. Just, what are you doing? Knocking over shit.
I'm imagining Andrei's balls just hit my face with the microphone. Whoa.
I'm disturbed by this display. Stop it.
If you're watching the Intimate Portrait, you just saw something.
I know, and I thought someone was going to fall. I was very nervous. Just sitting over there like like a lump. You just see this like lump of genitals the whole way through.
Yes.
Just an uncut morsel.
And his just thick helmet of a head of a penis.
Yeah.
Kind of like Rick Moranis from Spaceballs.
Surrounded.
Just bigger than normal.
Surrounded by this kind of thick neck of a foreskin.
Yes.
Yes.
May the Schwartz be with you.
Y'all, it's Happily Ever After.
7-Eleven. Oh, wait, are we doing this on? No, this is 11, so we can't do it on 7-Eleven. Sorry. Never mind. I got confused on my dates.
It's 11/7.
I know. 11/11. That's Grandma Hazel's birthday. I'm excited. You know what that number means? I just found out 11/11.
Hit with the chili can?
No. It means, as Darcy and Stacey, 11/11 means manifest.
Manifest. It's a manifest
It's
number.
a manifesting number. Speaking of,
Darcy and Stacey back in January.
Yeah! Oh my God, Stacey's going to get married in a big wedding in Florida. And she's going to be a bridezilla, and Darcy's going to freak out saying, when am I going to
Y'all, Darcy's going to be crying at that wedding, but not because she's happy for Stacey.
Our queens are back.
They're coming back. It's official. It's going to focus on... Bitch had a People magazine thing.
Darcy's huge. Stacey, they're huge.
Yeah. I'm proud for them. Hashtag Bodrin.
We can do an interview with them, but nobody else from 90 Day Fiancé. Just the biggest stars.
Interesting. It's
maybe we didn't fuck that one up.
I think they can do whatever they want.
I think they do.
Everyone else is too afraid of Sharp's office,
and they love us, and we love them.
Yeah.
Again, as we're gonna say, y'all, if the thing you're focusing on most is plastic surgery, the Darcy and Stacey, you're missing the comedy. They're hilarious.
They're unintentionally funny.
They
though.
are, but God,
the best reality is unintentionally funny.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good.
It's like the beginning of reality television with the Osbournes.
Yes,
they were unintentionally. There's still a line that I'll never forget. When they had a dog trainer to come over to teach them how to make the dogs not shit in the house.
At the Osbournes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You watched the show, right? You probably didn't.
No.
You didn't have MTV.
That was... My Aunt Karen liked it, but yeah, no, I didn't watch it.
And the woman's name was Tamara. And I was like, thank you for coming over and teaching us how to make the dogs not shit in the house. So we'll see you tomorrow. Her name's Tamara. And they all went, ah! And it's just like moments like that. I think about that all the time. God. It's like, see you tomorrow.
I couldn't understand a word that he said. Did they subtitle him half the time?
You could understand some of it. They did have to subtitle it sometimes.
Wow.
Anyway, that's not none of that is even none of what we're going to talk about is remotely as entertaining as the Osbournes.
Y'all, we're in the slog of hay.
We're in the doldrums where ships usually perish.
And instead of jumping ship, we're gonna be in this ship with you.
But we have scurvy. So
yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of semen on board.
No, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. It's scurvy and
a lot of semen, not enough citrus fruit.
Yes. What else do pirates get? Scurvy. They get there's other things pirates get.
Berry.
What's that?
The lack of thiamine.
Really, berry.
Berry.
Boy, they really had nutritional problems on pirate boats, didn't they?
No, that was a crossword clue I got recently.
Oh, really?
I just assumed. Why are you holding your microphone like that? It's so weird.
Diseases pirates got. Let's see.
I think berry might have been one of them.
Oh, gangrene.
Gangrene.
Oh, dysentery. Don't forget dysentery.
Yes.
Yellow fever.
What was that? I've heard of it before.
Let's see.
I assume that's when you appeared yellow.
I guess.
You're so weird. You're like,
I know.
inhaling.
It said medical provisions on a pirate ship were very poor. This is. And,
I like it that you're.
And the surgeon's quarters were dark and unhygienic, and half the time.
Wait, there was a surgeon's quarters?
There was a surgeon with little to no guarantee that the surgeon actually had medical training.
Hi, diddle-dee-dee, a private life for me.
I mean, yeah. I guess I could go in a deep dive in this.
I think we need to move on.
All right, that's fine.
First off, y'all, Love is Blind.
It's very good.
We are down to the wire. We have 2 more episodes left.
We do.
What a season it's been.
Mm-hmm.
Twists, turns, abortions.
Who knew?
And Bartiz is finally getting over the abortion he had several months ago because he still talks about it.
It's there's 2 more episodes left. They come out on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to have, of course, I'm like flying to New York on Wednesday, so we'll figure that out. But what's happening?
Some kind of fucking muscle car driven by someone with a small dick.
A small one.
If you drive a muscle car, your penis is a micro.
You know what? And if you're a husband or boyfriend drives a muscle car,
get rid of it.
And they have a large dick,
get rid of it.
Send us a picture. But no, it's we're gonna put the finale out quickly
on
hopefully.
Wednesday.
However, it might be a little bit for the reunion, y'all, because Mary Payne from Pink Shade is going to guest with us.
We want to give you
reunion.
all the bonus content.
Mainly because she keeps texting me about this show that we got her into. And finally, I was like, girl.
I don't know if she's happy or not.
I think she's a little angry at us.
Yeah.
Because she's very upset that no one recognizes how beautiful Zenab is.
I think a lot of people do.
And she's just like, Zenab is prettier than Colleen. Does no one see this?
I think most of the internet does appreciate that, but they don't think anyone else does.
Yeah, they don't.
They're only seeing the show.
That's Mary Payne.
Yeah.
Mary Payne thinks no one else does. So y'all message Mary Payne and say, I think Zenab is pretty too.
Because I think we've gone on record by saying that Zenab is extremely beautiful.
Very, very.
And we're taking Cole's opinion of that Colleen would be the person he'd be most attracted to.
Yes.
And unfortunately, people have just said, well, obviously, it's a comparison between those 2 women. And then people say, they look the same to me. And I'm like, why are we just focusing on the looks of these 2 women?
It's like going down that road is going to be like when, what's her name? They show what's her name doing the same thing that what's her name did in Funny Girl.
Beanie Feldstein and Leah Michele.
Yeah, as you said.
Those are completely different things.
But as you said.
Because I couldn't tell them apart.
This isn't going to help anyone.
I couldn't tell them apart. That isn't going to help anyone.
No, that's what you keep saying every time you see it. You say,
every time you show a Beanie Feldstein's Leah Michele side by side, it doesn't help anyone.
It doesn't help anyone. So, Mary Payne's going to be with us on the reunion. That'll drop We'll get it out as soon as we can, but it's 3 people. We all have lives. We'll try to get it out as soon as we can. So that'll be dropping too.
And it kind of threw our... We thought we were going to have another week to do that because this is the first time Netflix has ever dropped the finale of the show
and
at
the reunion.
Same time as the reunion.
We're assuming it just says episodes 11 and 12, but if they stretch this out for 2 more episodes, y'all are going to hear an explosion and a scream, and that's Poodle just going ballistic in Los Angeles.
Just screaming into my pillow
while
I'm being pummeled.
You usually do that. More like into the ether.
Well, no, it's just there's no reason you need to take 3 couples and make that 2 hours.
I know.
I don't know what you would say.
I don't know. Maybe there'll be 2 30-minute episodes.
That'd be stupid.
I
know. Can't speculate about this. It makes me angry. It's like being in a Kafka novel. I just don't know what's coming down the pike.
Never read one of those.
I'm just a bug on its back, just wiggling.
Now that you've done with your face in a pillow.
Y'all.
Do we have any other announcements?
Other thing, you're doing "Don't Tell My Mother" with Nikki Libby.
Oh yeah, that's
the
on
19th.
That's on November 19th.
I'm like your talent booker.
It's true. And then we're going to be doing Kate Casey's show on December
3rd, yes.
At the Improv. Those shows are on sale now. You can just go to our Linktree link.
Yes, they're both in there.
Or our Linktree if you don't like the word link.
Our Linktree. I also need... Remind me to tell a mother poodle story. I talked to my mother on Friday night.
Oh, boy. You haven't talked to her in a while.
It has been like a week and a half.
Yeah, it's a long time for you.
And that usually I talk to her every week. If it gets
after
past
day 7,
if it gets past day 8, I feel this kind of spectral force pushing at me through the miles, which is her just wringing her hands, going, "What Jaybird's doing?
Oh, Jaybird's okay."
Is he in a ditch somewhere?
Oh, but not in a... Your mother did once. You were really busy, and you hadn't called her in like 3 weeks, and she did text me once. I think I ever told you this. This is years ago, but just saying, "Hey, Matt, have you heard from Jake? I just haven't heard from him. I sure hope he's okay." Because she's in her head is just thinking, "I hope he's not in another coma."
I hope he's okay.
You fucked her over with that
coma. She's already written me off.
I mean, because... She
prepares for the worst every time.
Well, she now thinks you're going to be in a coma. That's the worst thing you can imagine, besides dying. Probably the worst thing you can imagine.
Sure hope it's not another coma, friend. No, what it was, I'll just tell you now. Where's Timey?
Oh, God. Turn on Timey.
I got Timey. So my mother, basically, she calls me and says... Hadn't talked to you in a while, blah, blah, blah. You know what I did? She said, you know what I did? You know that message you sent me when you were on your live show? I'm like, yeah, the one that I said happy birthday and you went straight to voicemail.
Yeah.
She's like, sometimes when I miss you, I listen to that. That just makes it feel like you're right here. And what's interesting is she was able to actually thank me and tell me that was important to her and make me feel bad. A master, really.
Well, you didn't go home this summer, and you said you would.
I didn't.
And you had ample time to do it. You weren't that busy.
That is a lie. We were touring the whole summer.
I went to Oklahoma Pride right the week we got back.
I will say, it is... 2 hours for you, it's 5 for me. It's a big difference.
All right.
Also, you're good with shorter trips. I can't take those. My mother will not understand me going to visit
for 3 days.
Yeah.
It's got to be a whole week.
Yeah.
How long are you going back for Christmas?
A long time. 13 days.
You're going to have to. You need to.
Yeah, it's 13 days.
This time, though...
My mother's always like, I got an idea what we're going to do. I'm like, oh, no.
Had you told her the date
I don't want to go to Hill Skills Christmas fairs.
What is that?
Oh, it's this.
What's that? That sounds wonderful.
It's a craft fair that she loves to go to.
Hill Skills Christmas fair?
Hill Skills, but it's where all like the people show their crafts.
Like a Fair of the Heart in Oklahoma City.
Yes, I think it's very similar.
God, I'd love to go to that.
I know.
Maybe I'll fly in and surprise you and your mother.
No, I don't need any more. I don't need any more feminine energy. No.
Woo! Ooh, I'd love it. I'd invite my mother. She'd come too.
No, my mother loves that kind of stuff. She likes the woodworking mostly.
Yeah.
And like collectibles and stuff like that. I'll go with her.
That'd be fun.
It won't.
Maybe you can go to Sonic before and get like a cherry limeade and then put some vodka in it.
Not a bad idea.
No, that's what we do in Oklahoma.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, she said that she sometimes she sometimes listens to y'all screaming, saying happy birthday.
Oh, that's sweet.
I know, but she used it to make me feel bad about myself.
And that's Mother Poodle.
Anyway, y'all, a little bit about we made this announcement on one of our Patreon shows, but if you are on the Patreon, Patreon has slightly changed their billing.
I don't remember anything.
I know. Patreon has slightly changed their billing. If you are currently on Patreon, your billing is going to stay the same.
Nothing will change.
If you are a brand new patron of us, are you new of our Gatreon, your credit card will now be charged on whatever the day of the month that you join. That's
finally
just one thing they did this before, then they changed it back. So it won't affect anyone who is a current Patreon member, only those of you who are new.
Yeah. So you probably won't even know, but we're just telling you.
If you see it, don't call us and say, I think I'm being double charged.
Some of you might leave, and then some of you might come back.
Right.
And think it's going to be the old way. So
you can leave and come back whenever you want.
Y'all treat us like a beautiful 10-inch dick. Just come in and out whenever you want.
It's not like being at my mom's house.
No.
You can't leave. You can't just leave.
Slip in that Reality Gaze Plus and slip out. Whatever you want.
Being at my mother's house, she has a full explanation of where you're going and what you're going to do there.
Yeah, it's true.
Does your mother do that when you leave? Oh, what are you going to do there? Who are you seeing tonight? Where are you going for dinner?
No, my mother.
The questions pile up and they just exhaust you. And when you get back, what y'all do? What you see? How is so-and-so? How's their mom? I'm sure that was fun for you. And with every question, I get more and more infuriated.
Does a part of you feel, too, with every question that she's a little upset that she didn't get to go with you?
Yes. Or she's angry that I got to go and she didn't get to go. Yo, I'm just mentally preparing myself for 13 days with my mother.
You better book double sessions on your BetterHelp.
Oh, I'm going to be seeing my therapist there.
I always see my therapist remote when I go home.
Hopefully they don't interrupt me like they always do. Like my father and mother knocking on the door saying, what's going on here? I'm like, I'm just talking to my therapist. What's wrong?
Why do you need a therapist? Are you depressed? No, I just like to talk. Talk about what?
This is why I need a therapist. All of this.
Are you going to have to do the podcast again from a bunker in your brother's house?
Maybe.
Because your mom's internet sucks.
I won't really have to. You know why? Because we have solar panels now. It fucks up everything. They have solar panels.
Solar panels fuck up internet?
Yes.
Well, that's good to know. What if you and I bought a home in California and then got solar panels?
Well,
we're not.
I think it's the kind they have. And just for clarity, if anybody sells solar panels out there, they have a specific kind and their internet's not strong enough to get through it. But so it's not.
Oh, wait. Did they not have cable internet?
They don't.
Did they have HughesNet?
It's kind of that.
They have satellite.
Well, they're so far out.
Oh,
they can't get cable.
Oh my God. We just spent 3 minutes talking about how your parents get internet. What the fuck?
It's better than this episode of Hey. What was I going to talk about? Oh. I know what it is. I just want to say one thing. I wanted to say something. Response. We had some of us who were, especially in journalism, sissies who were in journalism. We were talking about on our show close to Halloween. We were talking about how we're just so tired of hearing the news media go blah 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 about about things to scare people. And I just want to reiterate, I think the news media is, people are like saying you shouldn't, those are generalizations, and I was like, you're exactly right.
That was very reductive.
I was painting with a really broad brush.
Yes.
And that was extremely reductive. We need our news media more than ever right now to call out things. So I want to say
the biggest assets we have in our country.
I support our news media 100%. I'm a news junkie. What I don't like are what we were commenting about, how the news tries to some aspects of news, I won't say what channel, sometimes does news to make people afraid. And I think but that is not the majority of news. We need people in local news. We need people in print journalism.
Yep.
We need all of that to hold people accountable.
Public,
political
figures accountable.
Because
it's very important.
Like the Timothy Snyder book, when you start, a couple of DMs that I got from people, it wasn't a huge outpouring, but I've been thinking about it all week, and I'm thinking that was a generalization
because it's actually something we really care about.
Yeah,
and we
exactly.
Really, honestly, we're just speaking about that certain.
Yeah, but it was wrong. I want to say it was wrong to generalize. And Timothy Snyder points out that one of the things on this book on tyranny, when public figures say that media is the enemy of the people.
Yeah.
Certain things like that.
Yeah.
Is heading towards totalitarianism. So I want to apologize to our sissy journalists, sissy media, or anyone in journalism.
Yeah.
And that is saying, you guys are doing the Lord's work. Keep doing what you're doing.
I think Judy Garland's work.
Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Should we start the show? Is it time? That was only 15 minutes.
I think that's fine.
Y'all, I
think it's fine.
We're going to the Grand Canyon.
Yes. I spent too much money at Williams-Sonoma yesterday, by the way. I'm in Christmas mode. I'm ready.
Why are you there?
I'm ready. I went to get a gift for someone. And then they have all these cute little mugs, and then they have a Christmas apron, and then...
You don't need any of that.
Well, maybe. And then they have a Christmas bakeware. They have like little
You don't
peanuts.
even bake.
I do too. Maybe I guess I'm not going to bake you anything. What if that was going to be your holiday present?
What do you bake at Christmas?
I love to make
here we go.
I make a pound cake.
You do not.
I do make a pound cake. I've just never brought you any.
You do not.
I like a great pound. I love to make homemade marshmallows with like peppermint.
When's the last time you did that?
A couple of years.
There we go.
But no.
Don't act like you're a holiday baker, because you're not.
I do anyway, y'all. I'm just saying.
You don't need a Christmas apron. You don't need Christmas mugs. You don't need any of that shit.
I heard the Christmas music, and I danced along with it. I'm ready. I think I'm going to be in it this year.
I don't want to do that. It's too early for me this year.
I was just thinking, though.
We're the opposite of Christmas.
I was thinking, though, this year I'm going to be here a little bit more. Maybe you could get a tree, and you could actually put up a Christmas tree. Because we're going to need it. Because we're going to have our holiday special. Otherwise, we're going to have to record the holiday special at my house.
Oh, I don't want to go there because Christmas shat all over it.
Well, then you're going to have to put up a decent Christmas tree.
Fine, I'll put up a tree.
Thank you.
But it needs to be mine.
You don't need to
come over here.
Not a little fucking 2-foot tree. I want at least a 5-foot tree.
I don't want that.
Then why? You have this big apartment with these tall ceilings, and you got little tree.
When I did move in, I did think a place for a tree would be over here.
That would be beautiful.
Yeah. I think you need to let me do everything. Stop you looking around. I want to pinch you.
Oh, you put it right there in front of that window.
And then I'm going to pinch you. I'm not going to pinch you. I'm going to pinch you. Y'all, she starts looking around my apartment.
I'm getting ready.
You need to think about Christmas and on your own terms.
Oh.
And you need to think, how about this? Why don't we balance ourselves and not focus on the expectation of Christmas and think about what Christmas really is?
I think I am. I think, it's just been with my dad dying and everything, it's been a really sad year.
Play the sad music.
And I'm just looking
Where's
forward
the
to
sad music,
just looking
Gary?
forward to happy.
Where's the sad music?
Just looking forward to happy.
Why don't you start watching Hallmark movies every day? Because they're already playing, y'all.
I don't watch those, actually, because they're not good movies. I understand why people are into them. But, y'all, we are going to be doing We are taking a week.
Should we announce the date?
We're taking a week, maybe 2 weeks off on the holiday. We don't know yet. But we are going to be doing our annual. We're not going to announce the movie yet, but we will be doing our annual holiday gathering with Crappins and doing a podcast.
Yes. Also, I can announce our YouTube Live Christmas party date.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
December 11th.
December 11th. That's for everybody on the Patreon.
It's for everybody on the... No, only for the $15 level.
I was going to finish it. Everyone on Patreon at the $15
okay,
tier.
Sorry.
Yeah, because it's the video tier. We're doing the video. So
we sing songs. If you can't be there live, we will have it recorded. We sing Christmas songs.
We do put that on the Patreon. We do put that video out for everyone.
Yes, we do.
The Patreon.
Yes.
But it doesn't go out to the Facebook group or a free feed.
Right.
Yeah. But if you want to live and comment.
Live will be at the $15 level.
Yes. Yep.
But that's December 11th, and that's going to be Pacific time, 4 o'clock, 7 p.m.
Can we
Eastern.
fly Christina or Caitlin here and put them in an elf costume?
No, I'm not that generous for Christmas.
Okay. All right. Never mind.
The costumes are only for us.
Fine.
Bah humbug.
Bah humbug. What if we had a hot Santa?
That's possible.
Yeah, I like that one. A hot shirtless Santa.
I can get a trick just
no,
to
just a Santa who reads the comments.
Good, because that way I don't have to put on my readers. we need to plan this better. Okay, we need to move on. Someone in the Facebook group was being real shady and posted something that said, me listening to a podcaster after 40 minutes. Okay, let's just dig in here.
Yeah. Hey,
I saw it, and I felt called out, you bitches.
It's true. We were called out. All right.
Bitches.
There's something else I need to talk about.
Maybe we'll just take the whole thing away. How about that?
Okay, Mother Poodle. I'll talk about it for part 2.
What is it?
No, I'm going to save it for part 2. That's the whole point. I'm going to talk about it then.
What?
You'll be surprised.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying not to take up more time.
Never mind.
All right, let's talk about Libby and Andrei.
So, Andrei's never seen the Grand Canyon.
That's what they called you in college. There goes Grand Canyon.
That's the coyotes.
That kind of sounded like the ghost from our Lalu Ghost Theater.
We got a lot of feedback. My favorite one, I listened and laughed through a grimace. And that's a pull quote for Reality Gaze. That's how I want you to laugh, actually.
It was Halloween when we did the episode, so it was a Halloween episode.
Was it?
We recorded it for Friday's show. That was Halloween was on
No, that was no.
Did we miss it already?
No,
it
was the week of Halloween.
Golly, the weeks fly by.
Not that badly.
Like Vanessa Williams saying, "Oh, how the years go by." You don't know that, Vanessa Williams? Oh, how the years, or is it days? We need to move on.
Is that a B-side?
I don't know. Maybe. Have you ever been to the Grand Canyon? I have not.
I am. My head is spinning with how fast we're going here. I first need to take what I know. Save the best for last.
Yeah, but Vanessa Williams did a song. I think it's called "Oh How the Years Go By." Looking now, you can hear my heartbeat going down, and don't let those. Oh wait. It's called The Sweetest Days. Never mind. These are the days, the sweetest days.
Single?
We'll know.
Single or unreleased album track?
I don't know. All I know is gay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It is weird that Andrei has developed a kind of a fixation with the Grand Canyon.
He's very American. USA. I want to wear a cowboy hat.
I've been dreaming about seeing the Grand Canyon since I was a child.
And I've never been.
I have been. It is impressive.
I want to go.
I just see little Andrei at like 6 years old and probably already had a full beard and saying things like, "I want to see Grand Canyon.
I want to see Grand Canyon, Dad.
Perhaps with father-in-law." So y'all, they're packing for their. I guess a lot of times people on the Grand Canyon, it will be because they drive through. They're just flying in. And Libby even said, we got a direct flight. And I imagine them just like parachuting into the Grand Canyon.
I guess you fly into
Arizona?
Vegas.
I don't know.
I know.
New Mexico?
In a car.
It was just weird
Yeah.
that Libby probably thought there was a town called Grand Canyon.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just go outside and there it is.
I think it'd be fun. Did you ride a donkey down or anything?
I did
like
not.
that?
No, we were on it was when I was on the way here.
Oh.
And I saw a friend of mine who lived in the area, and he said, I'll see the Grand Canyon with you.
Did you do? Well, they didn't have that. I don't think then. Did they have that glass thing there? You can go walk out on the glass.
I didn't do it because I'm too scared of things like that.
I don't know if I would like to do that.
Too
either.
scared of heights. Too afraid.
I wouldn't love that.
No. The idea that my body would just be like a twig and fall down, and the idea of falling is very terrifying to me.
Yeah.
It's one of the really profound fears of my life is heights.
That's a very common.
I have
fear,
very
so
few others.
You're in good company.
Yeah.
That's a very normal thing.
That and I don't have a lot of others. Being stuck talking to someone's wife who I don't like.
Okay. Yeah, that's one.
Like across the table at a group dinner party.
That's not fun.
Yeah, that's a big
With
fear.
no alcohol.
Oh, I'd leave. I'd fake an emergency.
So they're not only are they going to Grand Canyon, but they're going to tell the dads that they're having a baby.
Yes, my two dads. What's Stacey Keenan doing these days? That's my three sons.
My three sons, yeah. I loved that theme. No one knows that theme except for like three Carl's wives who used to watch Nick at Night and just went, Carl, we're singing your show theme. That's
Fred McMurray.
God, Fred McMurray. Did you ever see him when he was younger?
He could get it.
Oh,
he could
Fred
get it.
McMurray.
He could get it. Mac my Murray.
Fred McFuck me.
So they are.
He was in Herbie, the Love Bug, right?
I think that was Dean Jones.
You're right. Again, very hot when he was younger.
This is Broadway Corner adjacent, but Dean Jones was in Company. And
the old videos of him in Company?
He was having such a shitty time, and Disney was giving him such a hard time. He left like 2 weeks after opening.
Of Company?
Yeah, and Larry Kurt replaced him, who was in West Side Story.
Because he's on the recording, Larry, right? Or
No, Dean Jones, because they
Dean
recorded it. They recorded it before they opened.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Disney gave him such a hard time doing that,
and he wasn't happy. He didn't love doing the musical. Yeah. But Disney was saying you can only do this so far. It was about his image, a lot of other things.
Yeah.
Disney kind of owned their stars, almost worse than the studio system.
And then he quit Disney because then he found God and got real Jesus-y.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did he find that wasn't Jesus-y about Disney?
I don't know.
Is it Walt Disney's midnight parties?
I don't know.
With
I guess so.
The Hounds of Hell?
It's interesting, though, how that trauma of Disney sticks with you. Like, have you seen the clips from the Selena Gomez documentary?
Oh, I've heard about it. I want to watch it.
But there's one part where she's interviewed and she kind of gets triggered and freaks out. And she said, I just felt, she's like, that made me feel, she even uses the word, that made me feel Disney. She's like, I can't.
It's going to be interesting to see what the young women who are in their 20s now, what they do with their stories. Because I think there are so many young women who kind of went through the 2000s and the 90s.
And now feel more free to talk about.
Feel free, and I can't wait to hear their stories because this is what she's spilling, y'all, about her own mental health.
No, it was great.
Yeah, you were told not to do things like that because people would think you were crazy.
It's not. No, I'm excited to watch it. That doc, and I mean, I know I love her, but actually, other people message me saying how much they like the Shania Twain one's very good too. Actually,
Is she talking about mental health?
She talks about mental health. But she talks not so much about her. She talks about her physical health, but she talks a lot about her breakup and like
when he cheated on her.
But she talks a lot about how that affected her deeply and how it connected her with her parents' death and everything.
Oh, wow.
It's really good.
I need to say one thing when they're putting together the poster board situation. I like it how he's trying to do it, and it's funny because she's nagging him. It's like, no, you're letting up blank space. Fine, you let me do it. Fine.
Don't put pregnant. We're not pregnant. Don't put pregnant, Andrei.
Because the man doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do anything. We're expecting.
Expecting. I kind of get it, but like, she acts like she's taking a stand that no one else has ever taken
and no one
before.
cares about. Yeah. It's not like a bunch of women are going to be like, "Yay! Thank you for taking
Libby.
the word back, pregnant."
It's not a. I think.
I'm waiting.
I think what? What? What are you waiting? Oh, pregnant.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pregnant.
You all were just screaming at it on listening.
I'm sorry. I had a point to make after.
Yeah.
And but no, I was gonna say she was nagging him so bad about this that he finally went, "Fine, do it the other way. Do whatever you want to."
This is how normal couples are in the world.
I think it's so funny to show them fighting over that poster board, and then when we see it when they're in college, it made no fucking sense.
It made no fucking
You
sense.
had to read the poster board like this all the way through.
We were all Chuck. None of us knew what was happening.
It was like we're Romanian words.
And then
expecting more Romanian words. And then Ellie couldn't get her poster board open because she's a toddler.
Because she's a toddler.
And then we're like, what? And everyone was like, what are you telling me? Is someone in trouble? Like, we're... And it was a weird, it was a strange moment. They needed to rethink the messaging of this completely.
They did. It was bad. Like, I would have done... different languages would have
on one board,
and also would have done them in a different color.
Yeah,
one's in black, one's in blue. And also I would have done a border for the words that would have helped because it just kind of looks. When you're making a sign, do a border because otherwise the letters just look like free floating.
No one gives a shit about any of this.
No, I disagree because when you go to mascot camp and you go to cheerleading class, they teach you how to make a sign.
That's cheerleading. There's a cheerleading class.
Yes, NCA, the National Cheerleader Association.
Sign making?
Yes, I went to the camp and you learn how to make signs. And that's one of the things they learn. Put a border on that sign and you're going to draw more emphasis to your words. It's kind of like...
Well, there you go.
Like putting eyeliner or just topping off your eyebrows for when you put on eyeshadow.
I don't think you could have made mascot camp gayer, but you did.
I really enjoyed sign making. They told me I had the writing of a first grade teacher. I enjoyed it.
And you have the intellect of a first grader. So, everything worked out. So, yeah, I just want to say this whole thing, they're basically saying, now we got to go to the Instagram stuff. Everyone's wearing a cowboy hat.
Well, they said that just to fake out their dad.
Well, it's smart to do that.
It's smart.
And he finally gets it. Chuck gets it. I assume Stefan, Andrei's father, gets it because he just kind of smiles like he's got Stockholm Syndrome.
We didn't even hear a quote from him. Like normally he would say, like, "I'm so excited." We didn't even get that this episode.
Yeah. But the big issue here is...
well, Chuck brings up what we talked about. You're going to announce this on social media and not tell your family. Now, look, sissies came at us about... I mean, they didn't come at us in a negative way, but they gave a lot of input. And I have to say that, like, I was kind of the side of, I know you're upset, but, like, the sisters... You're still having this relationship with your sisters. That's going to be so hurtful to them. And a lot of sissies were saying...
they've been awful.
They're like, you know what? With the way that family acted...
Libby can
tell them whenever she wants to tell them.
I get it.
So that was kind of a lot of the consensus that we got.
I get it. I agree with that.
I do too. They really have been terrible. But, it's going to... I think Libby's doing it a bit to hurt them. But at the same way, I kind of can't blame her. Because her family has hurt her so much.
I think Chuck says they're going to feel slighted if they see it on social media. And And the other thing I think about here is these are
the days. Sorry.
What's that?
That's a Vanessa Williams song.
No, that's Natalie Merchant.
The sweet.
No, I don't know this song. Someone tell me if it was a single or not, because I doubt it was.
We'll know.
Okay. It's the songs you choose to sing. I get very upset because I don't know them, and it makes me, as a musician, I feel like I should know them.
You don't have to know everything. That's okay. There's a lot of music out there in the world.
I'm saying it's okay, but I wish you'd sing something that was more familiar.
But that's okay. But maybe I'm teaching you new music.
No, I'm saying I wish our vocabularies could be on the same page.
But see, I don't, because we learn from one another. Yin and yang. Left ball, right ball. The music we make is
How
a
about
dick in
this?
the middle.
How about this? How about you sing? If you want to sing something, make them singles. Do me a favor. Don't give me mid-album tracks. Don't do that. Don't give me B-side of singles.
I disagree with you. I disagree.
Anyway, what I was going to say is, after you interrupted me mid with the Vanessa Williams lyric again, this is going to be more evidence for her sisters to say that Andrei controls her.
That's exactly what I wrote.
And that's the rest of the season, y'all, because I'm sure it will be. Now, what we have seen, there's a family therapy session where
I
Charlie,
went back and watched that at the end of last week where it said this season on.
Yeah, Andrei and Charlie are in the same room.
It made me laugh just seeing Andrei talk holding the talking ball.
Yes.
It really made me laugh.
What is the talking ball?
What is talking ball? I talk now. You can't talk. You don't have ball. Lib, tell them no talking.
Don't do the fucking ball. Just so much rage.
Yeah, and you can tell that Becky's just talking without the ball the whole time.
Let's talk about Bilal and Shida.
We didn't have them last week, and it was nice.
I'm wondering. I don't think they've done anything to get them ever back on another happily after. I can't imagine.
I hope not.
Because have they?
It's
they
boring.
done anything?
It's boring. Nothing's happening. I mean, finally now. I mean, I will say, it's a third grade, but it did make me laugh when Bilal was playing farts noises during yoga. That's some shit my brother and I would have done. But again, we would have been 10-year-old kids.
Yeah, but
it's still part of that. It's funny, and then I went, but then it's also that like you're treating her like a child.
It's also, I was gonna say, but it's like a sociopath doing jokes. Like, isn't that funny? No laughter. You know I'm a goofy guy. Straight face.
It's weird.
No, it's like Ted Bundy saying, how funny is this knife?
Okay. That was a different angle than I would have gone. Sorry to the people.
But no, it's fake. You see, it's a fake knife. You see? It's a fake knife.
All right. I'm going to stop you mid-couple. We're going to take a break.
Fine.
And I'm going to be back with him. All right, we're back.
Shida got her work permit.
Shida got a work permit. Shida got a work permit. This would be a musical number. Finally, where this
my
woman
work permit is here.
I have a chance to work and be free from this horrible man.
Not so fast, Shida.
What?
He's like, funny thing about that. Now, this is when I really hate it when it's convenient because Bilal is making some salient points.
I mean, Shida is a dreamer who just wants to jump into dreams, and Bilal is saying maybe it's because they do have a pretty big house.
Mm-hmm.
They could potentially teach yoga for a little bit, get some students, but at the same time, a lot of people see a yoga studio and just go to a studio.
But a lot of people already have their yoga studio they go to, and you would need to find new converts to yoga. Unless there was one that you could find. I think what he's saying here, unfortunately, that I can't believe I agree with him. He says there's a lot. He does it really shittily though. He's like, yeah, there's that you just can't start a yoga. There's things you have to do really in his calm professorial way. It's like there's lots of things you have to do before opening a studio. You have to get your credit, a bank account, blah blah blah. Now, these aren't fun things to talk about, and so. It's easy to see him as a killjoy here, and I can't believe I'm saying we should take a moment and listen to what he has to say. He is correct.
He's not wrong. So she calls it an employment card, but that's a green card, right?
No, different thing. Work permit and a green card are different things.
So what comes first?
The work permit.
Work permit. Okay.
So they are there. He's like. She wants to start looking for places, but he says, I'm worried that she'll find some place that she'll really like. He's kind of treating her like a child, but I can kind of understand why he's doing it because she'll get obsessed with the place.
It's the way he says it. It's not what he's saying.
Yeah, I agree. It's all in the way he says things.
Because he puts on the dad face.
Don't worry, the bus is still coming. Boop, boop. Have a bag packed.
And so, Shida, but... I do think it was a good idea for them to go look.
Oh yeah. Well, his way of it because he decided because it keeps him from staying at home and thinking about babies. Everyone take a collective
He's so
vomit.
Gross. He's so gross.
So then she says if she's more focused on yoga studios, it helps her to not think about baby clothes.
But he likes that she's flexible because of yoga. Even in the bedroom. Even when he says that line, it's like a producer said, hey, can you say something about in the bedroom and kind of, act like you like it? And instead he said, and she's flexible.
In other ways. Again, it's like a Ted Bundy joke.
If you look at the intimate portrait, I'm just staring at you. Almost kind of like Chantel, like he can't smile fully.
He's a goofball, Goofball. It's just what they do. And
God,
so
he is so bad in bed.
I was terrible. I like it that he just drops off shot. He's like, I got a busy day. So these other two women real estate agents who work with me are going to help her show her around.
This is shitty of him, wonderful for her.
Yeah, I get it.
Shitty that he really should go do this with her.
Yeah.
But wonderful that she can actually go, and she even says, I can go and think, and I don't have Grandpa lecturing me.
What I don't get is being in the real estate market, which we know he does it, but we don't hear him talk about it a lot. It seems like he would know what places were going to be on the market before places were on the market.
Depends. If he does more residential, he's not going to know about commercial.
Okay.
So that could have been a reason too why.
Yeah.
Because he just won't know.
So they are looking at spaces, and these what was their name? Stacy and Mimi.
Stacy and Mimi. I like Stacy and Mimi. They're looking at and she's like, they're selling her. They're like, look, you got these garage doors. This place looks great to me to do a yoga studio because it's got the garage doors.
It needs a little love.
Yeah, but it's kind of just like bare bones. Like, you don't need a ton for a yoga studio.
No.
You really don't. And that's what even Bilal said. There's not going to be a lot of build out for this. You just need to make sure you have a bathroom.
So, I liked it when she said, I'm glad Bilal's not here because he would have semi-demolished my dreams.
That's who you want to be married to.
I know.
That's who you want to be married to. Someone who will demolish your dreams.
It's only semi.
Just
different.
A semi.
And they're talking about kids, y'all. And Bilal, and she's basically saying, he ignores all of that. And that's basically all we get.
Well, she says, Bilal thinks I can't do it all. Now, look, do I think Shida is overzealous and thinks probably she can be super mom?
Yeah.
100%.
We all know that.
We know that.
Kids are fun. They keep you young.
Yeah, I'm going to get my kids on a sleep schedule immediately. Good luck.
Yeah, even with a nanny, good luck. That's all I got about them.
Yeah, she says she can juggle both. That's all I have too.
Should we move on to a segment, Angela and Michael, something I call, this is Renee's audition to be Judge Renee. Marriage, judge, divorce court.
I kind of would watch that show.
Yeah.
I like Renee. She's holding court, y'all.
Both of you have a lot of toxicity.
Toxicity. Not toxicity.
Nope.
Toxicity. That sounds like a town outside of Vegas.
It does.
Where'd you go
Toxicity.
from? Toxicity, New Mexico.
Mm-hmm. We had a really good green chili burrito there.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, still smell it.
Oh.
I want to say that we talked about this afterwards or last week, but it's true, y'all. I think Angela just posted.
They're together.
Her and Michael being all lovey-dovey. Y'all, I know, again, if you're outraged by how Michaela, I kind of like that. Michaela, or
Jackie Mason.
How's Michaela, meaning both of them, treat one another on either way? You're tweeting about it and you're talking about it. Then congratulations, you're doing exactly what they want you to do.
Yeah. What is going on?
I don't know.
Sounds like that dog's getting rough fucked again.
Is it the dog?
Yeah. The dog is so poorly behaved. The dog, well, it's actually they play with the dog and the dog is just very vocal and then they tell the dog to shut up all the time. It's kind of sad, actually.
It's confusing. That made me miss a dog. That made me want to have a little schnauzer just sitting right here and let me pet it while I did a podcast.
They need to take it to a training. They need to get the dog trained.
Maybe we should get a mascot dog.
No.
Why? We get a little schnauzer. And then
I'm allergic.
You're not allergic to schnauzers. That's
All
why
dogs.
I got a schnauzer. Wasn't true. You never sneezed once with Sophie.
I'm not allergic to hypoallergenic dogs.
She was. She could sit right here. Or better yet, I could get her and she'd sit by you and piss me off.
I don't want it.
I don't want a dog either. Don't message me, sissy.
So
just having a pang of wanting.
Why don't you open that door? Next episode, you can say how you want a puppy.
I don't want a puppy.
Yeah.
They're too much work. I'd have to get an older dog or rescue, at least 3 years old.
Yeah.
I don't want a dog. I'm traveling. I'm looking forward. I'm traveling.
Y'all
traveling the world next year.
He wants a dog.
I'm traveling the world next year.
Where are you going?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. Thinking of some stuff. Think I'm going to go to Paris in the spring, actually. Yeah.
You've never been, right?
Never been.
You need to go.
I'm excited. Do a little bit of Europe.
Practice your French.
Maybe I'll buy an apartment for $125,000 in Paris. Jesus, Yara, we want to root for you, and then you say stupid stuff like that.
God bless.
God bless, Yara.
So Judge Renee says, now she's like, now I see that all the problems aren't Michael's alone. She is practicing for her.
And she's right.
She's right.
She said, I thought it was Michael's fault, but now that I'm here, she said, I'm seeing that Angela's got a lot. And I said, you think whenever she points and screams in his face and we're afraid she's going to hit him?
Yeah,
that
exactly.
might be a problem.
And Angela cannot, she wants to change her ticket, but she can't. And all she can do is say, I'm done. He's a scammer. And that's what's ridiculous. For me, this was the first episode where we went back to the way they used to be.
Yeah.
Of seeing them behave.
Oh, this episode? I felt like last episode.
Well, no, but I'm saying we saw Michael behaving in the same way he normally did. We saw him have a little bit of a backbone.
Last episode.
Yeah.
This was more of the Angela causes the fire, then Michael's just putting the fire out.
Yeah. And what Judge Renee can't get past is the fact that Angela's saying, you know what he did? He just did to get in my pants. He told me he was going to take down his Instagram, and he wanted to fuck me.
He wanted to see my coochie.
And even Renee's like, really? And she acts like it's
she's
just
so
the worst
scandalous. It's like, oh my God, Angela.
Now, what did happen is we found out that
also Angela comes out. She's wearing the most ridiculous earrings ever.
I saw this too.
She's wearing
they're very Miss America, but they're fake, obviously.
They're fake, but She's wearing like a spaghetti straps top because it's hot. But she's wearing fucking huge Miss Universe earrings.
It was like those earrings that Chantel wore when they were at the cabin.
Yes, but those were just like a single
Those
diamond
were
droplet.
dangly.
They were
Yeah.
dangly, but just a single.
Yeah.
These had a huge
Yeah.
kind of a mandala of jewelry around her ear.
It was like a clover.
Yes,
It was, They were ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
No, they were awful. But she says, I had a friend who did some digging because he blocked me on Instagram, you know. And the friend saw he'd been calling this girl my person. My person. She's calling, who calls someone my person?
Not now. Michael says it's Nigeria slang.
Yeah. I don't
Come at
know.
us, Nigerian sissies.
I don't
Let us
know.
know. I don't know.
It sounds like it sounds like that could be true.
Poodle has never called anyone his person.
No.
He wouldn't know.
I won't be owned. So and then he goes right for it, which is not something Michael just. He's like, you were duetting with that guy, and she says the same thing. She always says, I was trying to make you jealous.
Try to make you jealous. He said, well, yeah, but you were like Huey Lewis and Gwyneth Paltrow, and I didn't like it.
Baby, let's play away from me.
Don't be confused.
We're gonna find a way. Oh,
If you want it to get it, to
you
get
love it
it.
'cause we're living together. Remember when Gwyneth Paltrow tried to have a singing career?
I didn't mind.
Ugh.
I like that song with her and Huey Lewis. He can't sing now, but I told you forget about this every time.
It's sad.
And I tell you.
Well, guess what?
it makes
She
you-
never could sing.
I thought she had a pretty voice. I thought she had like a pretty
right.
kind of Karen Carpenter quality to her
It's
voice.
all right. It's all right.
I loved her in Country Strong. Because I'm country strong, hard to break.
The less we say about that movie, the better.
Oh, it's not a good movie, but I love that movie. Leighton Meester was great in that movie.
Who? Leighton Meester, yeah.
Yeah, it's that movie, that Sarah Evans song. I love that song. That A Little Bit Stronger. That's a good song.
We need to move on.
Sorry.
And then we have this last little bit as Angela goes, then I finally realized,
Do you see my pain?
there she goes, do you see my pain?
She said, did you judge her name? Do you see my pain? And
I
her face
burst out laughing.
Her face has had so much Botox. She's trying to look upset, and she actually just looks like a gremlin taking a shit.
She can't cry
She
either.
can't
and
cry
she can
or
barely
be
speak.
sad. Do you want to see my pain?
Yet we're getting into that's gross. Don't do that. We're getting
Make it her face.
into territory of just hysterics.
Yeah.
that we are. That every season of theirs devolves into this.
It does.
This was the first season that started differently.
It is.
But Angela finally says, maybe because I've taken it back every time, I'm part of the problem. And I was like, I love it that you had a little bit of realization, but it came from a completely different impetus.
Yeah. She actually thinks she needs to hold Michael more accountable.
Yes. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna get there.
Anyway, that's all I've got.
Do I have anything else? No, that's all I have too. Y'all, that's the show.
That's the show.
As Michael says, hopefully it works out. Glory be to God. Glory
That
be
was
to God.
such a weird thing to say at the end. Glory be to God.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how God got in. God is sitting down. God is looking down going,
Leave me out
bitch.
of this.
I am good.
Take my name out of your mouth.
Yeah.
If you're going to do this scene.
Sorry, can't. La, 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 la. Can't hear that. Y'all, this show is off the rails. I'm sorry.
No.
It didn't win, but we had a good time doing it. So in part 2, we're going to be talking about a wedding proposal. I'm very excited. And we're also going to be talking about...
She's taking again.
Yes, and we're getting a little Mama Jovi via FaceTime. We're going to get her...
Oh, the Jovi child.
We're going to get that. All right, everybody. Y'all know the drill. Go to our website, realitygaze.com. It's not porn anymore. You can also go to our Instagram, Reality Gaze Podcast. Our TikTok is Reality Gaze. That's where you can see all our memes from our producer, Christina. and Caitlin, which we're scared because Caitlin's on vacation right now in Japan. So Poodle and I got to do this
And
ourselves.
Christina, we're trying to figure shit out.
If someone accidentally tweets,
If you see a pic of my dick,
if you see a pic of Jake's dick,
please report it to me kindly.
please report it to Jake. We have not been hacked. Jake's just
I'm trying to post things from my photo roll.
On vodka. You're just too much vodka live tweeting.
Yeah,
and
I do something.
Yeah. So anyway, give us some grace.
Give us some grace.
Anyway, y'all, if you haven't jumped into Love is Blind, oh man, you could do that this month. If you join the Reality Gates Extra at the $5 tier, you will get all of the Love is Blind episodes. However, why not just jump to the $8 tier and get this commercial free and get love during lockup?
Oh, we had a really good episode this week with people have been coming at us about that ghost theater.
They really love
gotten
that ghost.
So many DMs.
Y'all, Love During Lockup is the best show on television.
It might have been two ghosts having sex.
It was while Ty just sat there sitting at a grave. You know what I really enjoyed? I forgot that we brought back Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all, Love During Lockup. We're having so much fun. Maybe it's not the best show on television. I think it is, but I think it's the most fun we have
good.
talking about.
We
a
have the
podcast.
most fun.
We do have the most fun. All right,
makes
everybody.
me giddy.
It does. Go check out all that information on the social media, and we appreciate you very much. Until then, we call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places?
Yes. And if you know every Vanessa Williams song, even the ones that weren't released,
It's true.
call us. Oh!
Bless me. God bless us.
Glory be to God.